In today's episode, I would like to introduce you guys to a photo book called SEOUL Modern Times. It's actually one of my favorite photo books on my bookshelf. The photographs are taken by a photographer named Hanyongsoo, and he's based in Seoul, Korea. He took these photographs during the 1950s and 60s, just right after the Korean War ended. I was very much surprised when I first discovered Hans' photographs. I felt like his photos were on par with any of the world-leading photographers during that period. And I was also relieved at the same time because I felt like I finally found a photographer that can actually represent this country. The first impression that I got from his photographs was just astonishing. I might sound like overreacting a little bit, but his photographs were very impressive. Looking through Hans' photographs, he took photos of the daily lives of ordinary people. His photos don't feel like a documentation or sort. They look like the photos from a movie cutscenes. They're whimsical and stylish, and you can tell that he was studying and carefully observing his environment. And from the sources that I have, he was influenced by many of the foreign photographers, such as Cartier-Bresson. It's a bit different from how we're influenced by Bresson, because they coexisted at the same time period. Hans' photographs also felt more modernized, or maybe modern classic is a better term. What I'm trying to say is that his photographs felt more liberated from the conservative philosophy and lifestyle that Koreans are deeply connected to. After the Korean War ended, times were difficult, but at the same time, Korea was recovering and changing quickly. And looking through Hans' photographs, you can tell that he was interested in the rapid cultural changes and the impact of the Industrial Revolution that has brought to Korea. For example, he seemed like he was interested in the automobiles that was imported from the US and the fashion of men and women in the streets, and especially women's appearance and changes in their role after the war, and also observing and capturing people's adaptation of the Western culture into their lives. In my personal opinion, there wasn't a photographer that can actually represent this country. What I mean is, when you think about the US, for example, you got Robert Frank. France, you got Bresson. Japan, you got Moriyama Daido. Hong Kong, you got Fan Ho. In Korea, but now we got Hanyongsoo. All thanks to Hanyongsoo Foundation, actually. They've contributed and created opportunity to have exhibitions in Korea and many of the foreign countries in the world. Han is the first Korean photographer to be presented in the galleries like LACMA in LA and ICP in New York to have a solar exhibition. The foundation also published Hanyongsoo's photo books, and so far, we got 4 amazing books with different themes. If you're interested in Korean culture, black and white photos, and street photography, or even historical photos, I highly recommend this book. It's very inspiring. And lastly, I would like to send my sincere thanks to Hanyongsoo Foundation for letting me use the photos to create this episode. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.